Chapter 1, Fundamental Insurance, Part A. So, major function of insurance. So, spread of risk. So, the ability to recover from financial loss through the purchase of insurance. So, the premium collected by insurers from many policyholders and is available to pay for the losses of the few. So, basically, one question mostly comes in exam is the major function of insurance. So major function of insurance is basically, why do we buy insurance? We buy insurance so we collect premium from so many, right? And then we pay to few. For example, 1,000 people pay $3,000, for home insurance, or $1,500 a month, right? So one house burns down, so the insurance company pays to that. So the collection from many and paying to few. So the major function of insurance is spread of a risk. So you can highlight spread of risk, right? Then there is a definition of insurance in the Insurance Act. So there are 5 major points. Number 1, agreement between insurer and insured. So this is an agreement between insurer and insured. So insurer means insurance company. For example, we buy the insurance from chap1a company, right? So insurance company makes an agreement with the insurer, the person who buys. That allows the insured to transfer the risk for financial loss to the insurer. So highlight transfer of risk. So what is an agreement? It's an agreement to transfer the risk from the insured to insurer. So we pay them $1,500 and they cover our 3,000 square foot house, right? For $300,000. Number 2, insurer makes a promise to pay. So I had a promise to pay when a specific peril. So specific means special, particular. Peril means cause of loss. For example, fire, right? So fire burned the house. Cause of a loss has damaged or destroyed the object of insurance. For example, building or contents. Contents basically means fridge, stove, furniture, right? Yeah. Or when the insured is found responsible for causing loss to others. For example, injury or damage to another's property. Sometimes you're driving a car and you just hit somebody's gate, right? So basically you have damaged that person, or you hit somebody, right? So basically, so the second definition is, so the insurance company makes a promise to pay, right? When something happens, for example, fire, right? Fire happens, right? And they pay for they pay the money to build the house. They pay the money to replace the contents, right? Or if being an insured, you hit somebody, so they also cover you too. Hit basically. If, for example, you damage somebody's property. Vehicle, if you damage somebody, right? Yeah. So basically, then they repair it, right?
Then they will repair, and their cost that will later cost me too, right?
It doesn't. Because you are already paying the insurance. For example, you have a snow in front of your house, right? And somebody fell. So basically, that person is going to sue you, right?
Yeah.
So the insurance company will cover that. Right? Injury or damage to another's property, or you damage somebody's property, right? So basically means promise to pay. So the second thing is promise to pay. And the third is the amount of payment the insurer agreed to is the actual amount, higher actual amount, and higher amount of payment of the loss, no more, no less, higher, no more, no less, based on the value of the object of insurance immediately prior to the loss. That is called principle of indemnity. So basically, so what does the insurance company pay? The insurance company pay actual amount, no more, no less. So if your loss is $300,000, they only pay you $300,000. Neither less nor more. And what do we call this one? We call it a Principle of indemnity. And what do they cover? They cover immediately prior to the loss. So whatever the condition of the property is, immediately prior to. Fourth, payment will only be made for those losses that happen after the agreement, highlighted after, has been affected. Insurance is not available for losses that happened before. So highlighted before. It does not cover before, right? Before a policy has been purchased. Also, the losses must be strictly accidental. Highlight the keyword accidental. Intentional losses, highlight intentional losses, those are caused deliberately. Deliberately means knowingly. Right? Will not be paid. So what do they cover? They cover the accidental, not intentional. Right? And they cover once the insurance has been done, after, not before. After, not before.
Yeah.
Accidental, not intentional. Simple, right?
Yeah.
The next, the term payment means compensation. Means compensation. Compensation means muavza. And maybe in the form of either money, either money or thing. For example, repair, replacement. For example, if something goes wrong, what do? It's up to them to either give you the money or repair it or replace it. It doesn't have to be money.
Yeah, they will
it's
get,
up to them.
They will get option to that person, right? The house.
They decide. Yeah, insurance company decide whether they're gonna give you money or they're gonna repair your property or they're gonna replace it. So they also give you choice to, but they decide, right? So these are the 5 definitions. Okay. So number one was transfer of risk. Number 2 was promise to pay. Number 3 was actual amount, no more, no less. Number 4 was it covers it's only accidental, not deliberate, right? And it covers after, not before. And it can, so the compensation can be money, repair or replacement. The second, we do types of coverage. So what kind of coverage they cover? The automobile, highly largest area. So largest area of general insurance, because coverage is required by law, it is the greatest source of premium volume for. So the automobile is the largest. Then the property insurance means home insurance, right? Include personal as well as business, highly personal and business, and is the second greatest. So this is the second greatest. Third one is the liability insurance. Liability means financial protection when insured is found legally responsible for causing injury, or property damage to others, and required to compensate the victim. So basically, if you are liable for damage, right, or injury. For example, you buy small stuff from a sweet shop and you get sick, so you can sue them, right? So what they will cover them? They'll cover the liability insurance, right? For example, you injure somebody, so who's gonna cover you? ICBC is a liability insurance, right?
Yeah.
So which one is the largest? Largest is the automobile. The second largest is the property insurance. Okay, and so now there are 3 questions. Number 1, what is the major function of insurance? Spread of a risk, collection from many and paying to few. So what are the 5 major points? We did it already, right? And then which is the largest provider? Automobile.